Good morning, guys, and thank you so much for joining me. You have reached my channel, and my channel is Celestial Oracles. So, welcome once again. Thank you so much for joining me. I have some ancestral messages today, some special messages that your ancestors would like for you to know and would like for you to hear. Not just know and hear, but some guides along your path as to what you are currently dealing with right now. So there are some messages. If you are not familiar with my channel, I teach love and light, finding inner self, higher self, and reaching into the subconscious more so than just dealing consciously. So, I also deal a lot in past trauma events. So even the classes that I host and that I have are geared around helping people to get past those past events, past traumas, and move forward into the purpose in which they are born to lead, born to grow in, born to operate in. So that is a little bit about me. Celestial Oracles originated from Celeste. Celeste is me, Nicole Celeste. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I don't want to hold you long, but let's see what your ancestors have to say to you specifically. Keep in mind that this is a collective reading, so take what resonates with you, and what doesn't, that's okay. Just leave it here. All right. And for whoever it resonates with, then they will pick it up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. I, of course, shuffle my deck. And shuffle my deck, and I cleanse the space, cleanse the energy before I even get started. And even as I was just shuffling, the inner temple card popped out twice. So this is definitely a message of dealing with inner self, getting to that part of your journey to where it's time to begin to start fine-tuning what you're supposed to be doing here on this earthly realm. And on the bottom of the deck you have awakening. So it looks like you are awakening to opening up that third eye, accessing that chakra, the seventh chakra, and accessing the third eye, sixth chakra as well. So inner temple devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. So some of you have been avoiding who you are, the direction in which you're supposed to go, or not. I won't even use supposed to. The direction in which you're going or meant to go to, you're denying that because it doesn't line up with what you've walked in before. So that's where the inner temple comes in, and you need to spend more time in devotion with spirit, with God, with your angels, with your ancestors, and not just going direct, but spending some time with you, taking that time to be silent and tune in. And silence is a form of devotion. Believe it or not, it is a form of devotion. So it's opening up to what is really in your heart. What is your heart calling you to do? Your ancestors are saying it is time. The time is here. The time is now. This has already been in you. This is something that has been a part of you from the beginning of your time, which is when you were born, that it and before, it's already been set. So it's time for you to open up your heart, that portal to your heart, and start embracing. And look, I have on green today. I don't know, I just grabbed the green earrings, and I made these forever ago, and now I have them on today. Many years later, I think I've probably worn these maybe twice. And I have on my new green shirt. It's a little too big for me now, but yes, it is tuning into that heart chakra and accepting who you are. Because the more you keep running from who you are, the more you're gonna keep being chased by it until you accept the call. All right. And I would not be surprised if that card came out. So what else do you have for the collective from the ancestors? Thank you. Ugh, what did I just say? And not only that, but this is the second time that this has come out. As I shuffled the cards, this card came out too. And it is the priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Like I said, and your ancestors are telling you, it's time. It's time. You can't get past who you are. That's who you are. So you either going to accept it and embrace it, or you're going to continue to struggle in the things that you struggle with on a daily basis, because you're trying to find answers outside of yourself. And the answers that you need are not outside of yourself. Don't get me wrong. Are there messages that come forth, that come through? Sure they are. But what you need is not outside of yourself. What you're searching for is not outside of yourself. And not only that, but you're looking for a validation outside of yourself. And your ancestors and spirit is saying you've already been validated. You just need to know that you've already been validated. So that's why you go back and forth with deciding, on who you are, because you're searching and seeking for this validation, searching and seeking for the validation, when really you've already been validated. You are certified, you are pre-certified, certified, and ready to go. I mean, it's time. How are you being called to step up and lead? Ancestors, what else do you have for the collective? Star seed. So that lets me know we got some star seeds in watching right now. Starseed, what lights you up? So you already know, what it is. It's just that you just keep going against it. And if you notice, the more you keep going against it, it just seems like your situations and circumstances just seem like they're getting harder and harder and harder and harder. And that's just, like I said, that is what is going to happen until you finally decide to embrace how you're being called. It looks like you are the priestess. This, y'all, this is crazy. I know that these are messages for y'all. Look, this card came out too. I mean, finally I just stopped. I mean, I asked, is there anything else? And when the inner temple card came out a second time, then I let it be, and I left that card out. But here we are. This card also came out as I was shuffling prior to starting the reading. And it says, birthing a new age, birthing new creation, dreaming a new world into being. So, I guess the question is, are you okay with the world that you're in right now? That's the question right now. And look at, y'all, I can't make this up. As Kevin Hart would say, I can't make this up. Look at all of this. Like, all of this. That's all purples and pinks. And so, like I said, it is time to open up. Sorry. And guess what? Y'all probably see this a lot in my videos, but I don't care because this is real shit. Stuff happens when you're doing stuff, okay? So, yeah. Let's see. See? I want to do it again, but that's okay. It's not gonna do it. All right. So, like I said, all this pink, birthing, it's time to give birth. It is time to give birth to that new idea. It is time to give birth to being who you are called. It's time to deliver now. Okay? You carried this baby, and you carried this baby for however old you are. That's how long you've been carrying it. Okay, so it's time for you to now give birth to it. I also just heard that you are questioning if you are on the right path, and is this truly what you are supposed to be doing? Well, the answers are here. They're clear. As to what you're supposed to be doing. Now, when it comes down to it, the star seed coming out, that just shows me that you are a light worker, a star seed. You change the atmosphere when you walk into the room. You create destinies and destinations. You bring your dreams to reality. So the thing is, what Spirit is saying right now, if you really look back on some of the things that you've spoken, on some of the things that you have done in this lifetime, that will answer your question. You even though the cards are here, but you know, it says devotion, tune into the portal of your heart. That means you already know. It's just a matter of now walking into it. Thank you so much. See what else your ancestors have for you today. Again, rebirth comes out again. Matter of fact, that is correct, y'all. I can't make this up. Is that on the bottom? What? I can't. Okay, so it says rebirth. There's death in all that awakens, for it isn't blissful nor painless. It's a mighty rising, old flame, resurrected. So, today, what your ancestors are saying, it's time to kill that old, That's gone. Accept the new you and who you are, and start taking the time to, if you haven't already, start taking the time to study. You're unsure because, like I said, it's something that you've not stepped into before, something you might have been curious about before, but you never stepped there because you were told, don't you do that, don't do that. That's what you're told. But guess what? If it's in you, it's in you. And haunted. Haunted. That means, this card means that you, like I said, you're going to keep going through. You're going to keep going through. You're going to keep having to deal with that thing. It's going to keep coming back. It's going to keep showing up until you release it, get rid of it, face it, deal with that thing. Accept it. Accept it. And don't worry about who's going to be there, who's not going to be there. Let me tell you something. Right now, you about to be alone. And that's okay. That's okay. But you must be alone right now in order for you to find and hear and commit that devotion to what is in your heart. Okay? All right. What else do you have, Spirit? Excuse me. Thank you so much. You're probably wondering, what is she doing? Okay, no, this is not Palo Santo. This is cinnamon. And it's so crazy because I just looked over at the cinnamon, and the Holy Spirit told me to like this. And then look at the bottom of the deck. Protection. Even though I've already done this, but it's a reason. Yes, Rosie agrees. Yeah. Rosie agrees. Protection. You are protected. So, in who you are, in the direction that you're going, you are protected. So you don't have to be afraid of who you are. Do not be afraid of who you are. You are a healer. You have psychic abilities as well. And you've operated in this. The thing is, it's been on the low. Wow, that is so crazy. Because when I sneezed just now, that's what I saw. You see that light over it? It's the halo light, but still, when I close my eyes to sneeze, that is the image that I just saw. You are protected. Ancestors, what else do you have for the collective today? What can they do moving forward? All right. So, It's a rotten apple in the bunch somewhere. It's a rotten apple in the bunch somewhere. All right, it says, to taste one must swallow it whole, and beneath the satin flame hides drowning waters. Well, okay, I see. Okay, I get it now. So, you are protected from the bad apples. And who the bad apples are the validation in which you're seeking. You don't even want their validation. You just scared for them to see who you really are. That's what it is. It's not necessarily that you are seeking, I want you to be my friend, or I want you to like me, or I want you to accept me. No, you are worried about them accepting you for who you really are. And you know, a lot of times people just think that they just, oh, that's just a person. Oh, that's just a, but you just don't know that sometimes the people that you run into, just like people hold bad energy, you got people that hold good energy. And not only that, but you have people that are extremely powerful in the on the dark side, and you have people that are extremely powerful on the light side too. So you just never know, you know, really who you're dealing with. But Spirit says that you are protected from these people, and I'm still gonna read this anyway, just to get a better clarification. But that's just what I heard, what I'm feeling in my spirit as to what they are saying. All right, so okay, so it says we all know. It says we all know the story of Snow White taking the apple from her stepmother, who masquerades as a sweet old crone. It's a wise old tale that existed long before Disney ever made it into a movie, and a warning that things are not always as they seem. Sometimes our greatest enemy is hiding behind the mask of a savior. Death is infused into something meant to give us life, and someone pretending to be our friend is luring us into a trap. There is a rotten apple in there. There are rotten people in the world who will take advantage of those who trust without pause. They come bearing gifts to gain your trust. Their faces are in all shapes, sizes, and colors. These people always get their due one way or another. When an apple appears in your spread, it is a warning to pause before making any decisions about someone or a situation. Do not have you do not have all of the facts yet. There could be danger for you now. Betrayal and deception are likely, so be vigilant. You must tread carefully until everything comes to light. This is especially true for you if you have pulled the seduction card. Someone may be taking advantage of you or setting you up for failure. All right. I didn't get that it's somebody taking advantage of you or setting you up for failure. I got you taking advantage of you and setting you up for failure. That's what I heard. I mean, I just gotta keep it real. It is, you're the bad apple in the sense of what you keep holding on to because you scared to let it out, that is the deception right there. Because you just keep lying to yourself, telling yourself, no, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not. No, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not. Yes, you are. And that is the deception. And not only is it the deception, but it also, by doing that and thinking like that, it literally sets you up for failure. So it's not that I didn't hear that somebody else is setting you up for failure. I heard you are setting you up for failure. That's what I got. Yeah, you are setting you up for failure. Anything else that you would want them to know, ancestors? Anything else you want them to know, ancestors? Thank you. Yes. The card that was on the bottom of the deck was well, never mind. You ain't supposed to know. All right. So the card on the top of the deck, you're supposed to know. And you got the owl. It says, behold a sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places, if one dares to open up their eyes. So basically, this is talking about your intuition. This is talking about your wisdom, the wisdom that you hold and the wisdom that you carry. Like, your voice is supposed to be heard amongst the world, literally. Is what I'm hearing. Your voice is supposed to be heard everywhere. And it's not so much just your voice, but it's the wisdom behind the voice. It's what's so important. It's spirit is, and your ancestors is saying that they want you to know, as I said before, you already hold the power. You already hold the answers. You already know. So this is not a thing of you don't know. You do know. Okay? And your wisdom is of ancient. So that's why I said, you know, when you was born, before you got here, like, all those things had already been said. You already decided, chose that you was coming. So now it's just time for you to awaken, as that was one of our bottom cards. It's time for you to awaken and pull up. That's what they're saying. It's time for you to start using that inner wisdom by going within that inner temple and devoting that devotion. Is when you will open up that portal to the wisdom that you already hold and the wisdom that you already possess. Okay? And you can do that through the elements. That was the card that was on the bottom. I guess now you're supposed to know. But you do that through the elements, whether it be through air, breath work, whether it be through water, whether it be through fire, or whether it be in nature, outside. All of those are our elements. So your ancestors are saying to get in tune, get in touch with nature, get outside. And that will lead you and guide you to those things. And it'll take you away from being a bad apple. And y'all, when I say bad apple, I don't mean you're a bad apple, you're a rotten apple. It just means that there are just some rotten ways or thoughts, that disrupt and tear up and can possibly destroy. And if it's destroyed, it's not coming back, so Spirit is saying it wants you to come out of this energy, this illusion, that you're going to fail. It's not going to be right. The people are going to come against me. I'm not telling you that your walk is about to be easy. No, it's not. But guess what? You are protected. You are protected. You are the priestess. And that can go for divine masculine and feminine, okay? We are divine masculine and feminine, so you are the priestess. So you have it. You got it. It's just now rebirthing. Now bringing out, sharing, giving out those messages. You got a message. You got a story to tell, like a deep story to tell. And understand that sometimes by holding our story, it's what blocks us. It's what blocks us from making the proper decision. It's what blocks us from making choices. It's what blocks us from making any moves. I mean, it can block so many things. So your ancestors are saying, we here to let you know, time to get rid of that thought process you have. Kill that. That old way, kill that. Let that go. Leave that alone. Okay? It's what Spirit is saying. Let's see. Y'all just bear with me. It's some changes going on right now in my life. But I'm still operating and moving as I should. That's what I've been doing. All right, ancestors. What else do you have for the collective? All right. So the card it turned over is the number 10, and it is forgive. Forgive. I don't know if that's apples or tomatoes. Spirit is saying, forgive the judgments that have been placed upon you prior. Because they don't know. They didn't know any better. And then you got a number 10. I mean, it's time to put an end to denying self. I mean, denying yourself is to not be yourself. You're not being yourself. You're not being your true self. It's like wearing a mask, you know, or even when it comes down to the body, we are spirit, but we are clothed in flesh. And what has happened is you are clothing yourself in fear, rejecting this of who you are. And when fear is present, then what's true is masked. You can't see that. It's covered. That's it says, sun, paint the sun back into your life. Oh no, back into your sky. Oh, but back into your life too. That applies. And look what number it is. Number 11. So in order for that happiness to truly come in order for you to be free, you know, like people think that freedom is just, oh, because I don't have to work, or because my bills are not that much, or because things are all in place and things are all together. Freedom is so much bigger than that, y'all. I mean, when it comes down to freedom, you know, a lot of times we think that we free and we really not free. Because we have so much stuff, you know, within us that we have not dealt with. So we are still bag ladies and bag men walking around here, you know, and we claim to be free, but we're not free because we have not completely dealt with everything that needs to be dealt with. So go free by taking the mask off and being who you really truly are. Go free. Take the mask off. And paint the sun back into your life, son. Okay? Bring the sun back into your life. And we're waiting on you. We are waiting on you. The world needs you. Like I said, your voice is supposed to be heard. Like, come on. We're waiting on you. Let's get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Homework. Take yourself out on a date. And guess what? What Spirit just said, when you take yourself out on a date, make sure that you go alone, because you taking yourself out on a date. Remember, don't bring nobody with you. This instruction is given to you because there is an assignment. It is something that you keep missing. Well, we know what you're missing right now, but this is an assignment. So when you go, Spirit is saying, when you go, make sure you take some of the things in which you've created this fear around. So that means that if you are a card reader on the low low, if you are, uh, if you naturally heal people through touch, or you um, do book divination, or whatever it is that you do and who you are, um, we know that you're very powerful. You just need to know that. And the other thing is forgiving yourself, to forgive, that you didn't, it didn't happen when you planned it, or it didn't come together, and it didn't work the first time, and this, you know what I'm saying? Like, get over that. Forgive yourself for that and move on, because some things, we try to control so much, but we are not in control of everything. You got to let the reins go sometimes. What is the point of having higher self, spirit, angels, spirit guides, ancestors, what are elders, teachers, masters? What is the point of having all of that if you know it all? No, you are here living a human experience. So you need to be able to get the information that you need. You can't get the information that you need outside of yourself. So when you go on your date, make sure that you take some things with you that resemble who you really are, even if it means in your clothes. I mean, me personally, I'm a shapeshifter. So I shift a lot. Today I look frilly and I look girly and I just look, and I looked at myself, I was like, oh, you just look so beautiful today. And then guess what? I have some days where I don't look frilly. I look like a straight up tomboy. Like I'm just thugging it out today. And guess what? I purposely dress like that because that's how I was feeling, even stuff like that. We even down to our clothes. Look at how hard we judge ourselves, even down to our clothes. No, I'm putting this on today. I'm about to put this green shirt on right here with these orange and white shoes. Yeah. And guess what? I'm about to rock it. Watch. But we don't think like that. Most of us think like, no, that won't match, that won't go together, or the people gonna be looking at me like I'm crazy. I don't care. I might be Ice Cube one day. I'm with a big old fro and a ball cap on my head, and I don't mean the ball cap on my head where it's, pulled down. I'm talking about the ball cap on my head like cocked, like up high, down low. But the thing is, Spirit is saying take some things that resemble and go towards this fear that you have created about coming out. I'm coming out. Hey, I want the world to know. Gotta let it show. And you need to surround yourself with love. And you are surrounded with love. And then what I got is, you don't even struggle with self-love. You don't struggle. You love yourself, but you love yourself. You think you love yourself now, but you don't really know how much you really love yourself until you start releasing some of these things, releasing some of these fears. Then you will begin to like when you look in the mirror, like, oh my gosh, you just look so beautiful today. Look at you. Not only is your face beautiful, but the inside of you is beautiful. And those are the things that we have to know. We have to know about ourselves. And you can know those things and practice those things by surrounding yourself with people that are like-minded. This says surround yourself with love. But guess what? Surrounding yourself with love is being around people that are like-minded. That's love. Being around people that are like-minded. You think the same way. You talk the same way. You understand the same way. You break things down the same way. That is a relationship. That is a connection. That is a love connection. And love is so broad that it can go in so many different directions. But connecting yourself and being around people of love, light, peace, harmony, balance, strength, source is there, spirit is, you know what I'm saying? By surrounding, that is love. That's love. Now, on the flip side of that, if you didn't get that part of it, okay, on the flip side of it, surround yourself with narcissists. Surround yourself with people of low vibes, low vibrational energy. Surround yourself with people that don't want to go anywhere, don't want to do anything. And then tell me if that's love. So that's the that's the comparisons that I'll use. All right. Okay, is there anything else that you have for the collective? What do you want me to grab? I'm not doing any tarot today. Y'all, I'm getting better too with the tarot. I don't have a problem saying that I'm learning some things. I don't have a problem saying that I'm working on some things, because I'm the definition and I am the testimony to where you are right now. All right. I hope that makes sense. That mask ain't no joke, boy. That mask, it get hot in there. You get a breathing. All your good words and energy you speaking out and just coming back to you. Take that mask off. It's time to take the mask off. What Future say? Future, mask off. You got 11 again. And then you got aspire higher, ascending consciousness, prophecies of... I can't make this up. So it says, watch for the signs. You got a sign today. So that's a sign, okay? Y'all, you don't just find signs in the reading, you know. You're gonna see signs. It's just a matter of, what are you asking Spirit? What are you asking Spirit to show you? What is it that I need to see? What direction do I need to go today? What are some roadblocks that could hold me back? What is the possible outcome of today? You know, what can I do moving forward in this day? Okay. And in those things, you will begin to see repeating numbers, synchronicity, and that can be in it doesn't have to just be in numbers. It can be in a lot of things. It could be a song repeated, or a certain word repeated, or a certain phrase repeated. It could mean that you picked up your phone at 3:44 yesterday, and then today you picked up your phone again at 344. Like, all of these things have definition. All of them have some kind of meaning to them. So this says, watch for the signs, prophecies of the ancestors. So your ancestors need for you to go in and start getting some of these things cleared out that are hindering you from moving forward. They want you to go in and start getting those things cleaned out so we can get rid of those roadblocks and we can get through. We don't want to do a detour. Detours take longer, okay? You don't want to have to do a detour. So instead, just kill that. Get rid of that old energy. And it's okay. Like, literally, be free. Be free. And the other card is aspire higher, ascending consciousness. So you are that you are. Say, I am that I am. You can't get past this. And this card lets me know that you are a communicator. You talk. And you can see, the seer. You can see. You can see what's unseen. You can see beyond. It's like, okay, I'll let them know. I will let them know. It's like, okay, so look at this right here. Y'all, I like this Samsung better than my iPhone. I like how it does. But look at that right there. So really, that is that. This is this. And Spirit is saying, this is how most people see it, is right up on it, on them. But you see it back here, all the way. You see it from a distance, is what I'm hearing. You see beyond what you see. I mean, what you see, yeah, I see that, but you can see more than what the average person can see. You are a seer. You have the ability to see. You have the ability to know, an empath. And you transmute energy a lot. It's time for you to transmute this other energy you got going on here, you know. Alright. Let's see. We'll pull one more card to see what Spirit has for you. We will pull one more. And y'all, let me tell you, like, these are, I don't know, since I've been really stepping into myself of who I am, I've bought cards. I have a whole bunch of cards, because it's like when you start, it's like, and you don't know nothing, okay? But I have all these cards, and yes, like, I really have started to resonate a lot more with my decks. These particular decks, though, are like the bomb. I love them. I just love them so much. So this is the Beltane, and this is the Champagne. Alright. Let's pull one more card for the collective from the ancestors. What do you have for the collective? What do you have for the collective? Let's see. Oh my gosh, y'all. It's 11 again. Look at that. Look, what did I say? Do you see the signs? Do you see the signs? Do you see the signs? Okay? Now go look that number up. Oh, you probably already know what it means. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. All right. It says Fire Festival. Through the flame and through the song, there will rise a new dawn. So, it's time to make that change. We are the people who can do it. Hey, y'all, I went back on y'all on that one. I hear music. You know, certain words or phrases, like I just instantly hear music. Or that's how I get my messages, through music. I know when something is coming sometimes through music. I know when that's my energy, or when it's for somebody else that I need to give the message to. But yeah, it says Fire Festival. It's time for you to go ahead and come out. You are protected. You have the wisdom. You are ready to give birth. You have gone through the process. You have put the work in. You have done, the things that you need to do on the back end. But now it's time to, your ancestors is saying that it's time to go completely free. Go free. Let it go. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. Let it flow. See? Just like that. And that Tony Braxton. But yeah, that's what your ancestors have for you today. I hope that it resonated with you. Please don't forget to tell me what you think, your comments. If you have something to say, did it resonate with you? Did it touch you? Did you feel it? Did it, something? Tell me something. Communicate with me, because I would love to communicate back with you. So I hope that you guys have a great day. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell for all time, so you'll know when I come on here. No, I don't come on here often, but I'm getting better. I'm getting better. It's called little by little. Don't try to go so far ahead of yourself. See, thank you. Okay, that's where the fear has come in. The fear has come in because you know who you are, but you've gotten, okay, you know who you are, but you are so ancient and you do have so much wisdom that you've actually gotten ahead of yourself. So by going, not that you went ahead of yourself on purpose, but you can't help it because that's how your mind thinks. That's how spirit talks to you. That's how spirit deals with you. So you just kind of got ahead of yourself. But spirit is saying, pull that energy back, cut that cord of not being ahead of yourself, but cut the cord of what that ahead looked like for you. Because what your ahead looked looks like for you right now is it's overwhelming. I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I'm equipped for it. I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't know if it's time for me to move forward in that. Well, you got all your answers today. It's time for you to move forward in it. You are equipped for it. You do know what you are doing. But you just have to start doing it. You have to devote that time into it in order for that to actually happen. So, yeah, that's what Spirit has for you today. Yeah. All right. Like I said, I hope you guys resonated. If not, it's okay. You know, everything is not for everybody. And you need to understand that. See, and that's another thing. Everything is not for everybody. So what you do for you, that's for you. And what people do for them, that's for them. And see, the best thing that Capricorns do best is that we don't care what they're doing. We're not going to care. I'm a Capricorn. But I don't really care what you're doing. I care about what I'm doing, you know. All right. So you guys have a great day. The bulb is not twisted in all the way, but okay. They said it's time to go. All right. Love you guys. Love, peace, happiness, balance, life, harmony, purity, holiness. May the angels and may the Spirit of God be with you. Love and light. Amen.